Hello, kindred spirits. Almost 35 years ago, Jenna and I were holding an open house to talk about all this stuff with anybody who was interested in dropping by. And one of those who attended was a massage therapist who was absolutely freaked out because she'd recently had a client and she was working on the client, and the client, from somehow, some way, stepped into a past life, and the therapist did not know what to do about it. So we told her, yes, when you massage the physical body, you will, on occasion, disrupt the energy of a past life. I mean, our energy field, as dissected and closed off and segmented as it is actually a unity. The physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual are all one field for each soul. So if you do something like massage the physical body, which affects the physical, you may unlock, move the energy around, and come up with an issue either from this life or from another life. So Jana gave her some tips on how to handle it should that happen again. And I want to talk about why it seems that it is so hard, usually, to get into a past life. They seem so distant. For some people, like me, it's pretty much impossible to get into our emotions in this lifetime. Again, it's because those self-judgments and vows chop up our energy field and erect false barriers. We weren't meant to live in isolation and not know about our experiences from every lifetime. But our energy fields are divided. And so we are divided against ourselves, and we find certain things like past lives a little bit harder to get a hold of. So what I want to say to you is that you are everything you were in a past life. You are now. The reason you go back, so to speak, is to find something that has disturbed you, or something that where you just feel restless, or it's like, I can't pinpoint it. It doesn't seem to be from this lifetime. We've looked and looked. I've done 6 years of traditional talk therapy and I can't seem to break through. Well, that's because you are looking at in the wrong place. You're not looking where the issue that's bothering you really is. So go to the right place. With the help of your spiritual body, go into your emotional body, because that's where it is. And it could be from this lifetime, it could be from any other lifetime, but it is there. And it's waiting for you to pay attention and to make a new decision. And that can be a very scary thing. I know from my own experience as a client of Sunan's story healing. But just remember this. You've already survived whatever it is that got you the last time or the last few times. You survived. You're here now. And that's the point where you start. You're here now, and you may be ready to make a new decision about this. And you can always do that. So I have based an entire fiction series called Stone Slayer on 4 of my past lives. And I'm going to talk a bit about what it's like to go into a past life. And hint, when it starts out, it's pretty darn confusing at times. All right. This is not like you're sitting in front of a movie and everything is very clear and detailed. The information is non-physical, and so it is ephemeral, and it seems, and that's because we're in physical bodies. It seems like, well, this can't be real because it's so intangible. But is love real? Are emotions real? Of course they are, but they are not tangible. You can't put your hands on them. You can't see them with your physical eyes. And yet, love and feelings are the most real thing you will experience in being the soul that you are. So when you go back into a past life, you want to find that story, and then you want to find the self-judgment or the vows, because that's where the healing begins. Until next time, vaya con Dios.